welcome to my channel. If it's your first time watching, I am Tatiana Renee. 11 here, so go ahead and click the thumbs up because you're gonna like this video, and also subscribe because you're gonna like me and you're gonna want to keep watching me. I don't really like this intro thing. I think it's weird, but I don't know, I'll figure it out. Anyways, so today is going to be a really good day. No, this weekend is going to be a really good weekend. I know I haven't been on here in a while. I haven't been on YouTube in a while, and I actually took a break from TikTok too. So a lot of my subscribers are people who do watch me, maybe can't subscribe, but you should be, are coming from TikTok, and that's where I have my following at. TikTok, if you don't know, it's Tatiana.Renee. And so I've been taking time off from TikTok, and maybe I'll make another video of that later, and why I took time off, and what I did in my time off, things like that. But we're just gonna start with YouTube and doing these weekly vlogs. TikTok, you should be getting, well, my window because my car is hot. TikTok should be getting a couple videos. I have some things in store. TikTok is going to get a little bit of some clips of little mini vlogs of this weekend, but I'm going to be recording my whole weekend here. I have so many exciting things. I'm getting baptized in 50 minutes, actually, to be exact. I'm gonna be going to church. It's 4:10 right now. Church service starts at 5, but I have to get there a little bit early. I'm going to be getting baptized today. This is the first time. I'm so happy. I've been praying about getting baptized since I got saved. For those who don't know me, I have a little testimonial videos on TikTok, so you can go and watch those, and maybe I'll make a longer video here for you guys on YouTube if you would like to hear my testimony and how I got saved and how God came into my life, because child, it's long. It's a long story. But I did talk a little bit about it in my graduation video, so if you guys have not watched that, go ahead and watch it. And it's basically me just talking how God found me in college, but it goes so deeper than just college. But he found me there, and he brought me to him. And so when I was in college, I was in this church called KMP, and I was on the board. And I told God, like, when I get baptized, I wanted it to be at a church that is my home. I wanted it to be a church that I was going to be going to, like, that was going to be my regular church. I don't want to just get baptized at any church that is doing baptisms. And so COVID hit. We weren't doing why can't I get this word out? We weren't doing baptisms. COVID hit, and it was just school regulation that we weren't allowed to do them. Something about dumping everyone. I don't know what's wrong with this lock, but it is what it is. Dumping everyone in the same water. There was just something that they were like, nah, y'all can't do that. So I was there for 2 years, and I'm like, dang, like, what do I do? Like, I want to be baptized. I want it to be sentimental. I want it to be of a significance. I don't want to just be baptized anywhere. And then I was thinking, okay, like, I could do the whole thing that Transformation Church was doing, and get baptized in my tub. And my friend was supposed to baptize me, but I don't know, something went weird with that, where she was just like, she didn't want to do it or something like that. I don't know. I don't remember what happened. So I'm like, okay, I'm not getting baptized. Like, if God really wants me to get baptized, which I believe he does, he will allow it to happen in his timing, or, you know, whenever or wherever will bring me to the church. And so I remember going to my home church when I graduated from college, and they were doing baptisms, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get baptized here. But it's just, that wasn't my home anymore. Like, I just didn't feel safe at this church anymore. And that's, again, another story for another time. It just wasn't feeding my spirit in the way that I felt like a church should. And, you know, I wanted it at my church in college. I was involved. Like I said, I was on the board, and I was, you know, doing ministry. And so I didn't want to be at a church where I couldn't do the same thing, that they didn't allow me to have opportunities to serve. And so serving was the most important thing about a church. I wanted it to be a part of a community. I wanted it to be a part of the ministry and serving. And so then God brought me to Cedar Creek. And when I first got there, when I first got to Cedar Creek, I was like, nah, this ain't it. And maybe I'll find some clips about the first time I went, because I did document that first time. I'm like, nah. I'm on my way to a new church. I have been asking God to give me a church home ever since I've left college, just because I was involved in my college's church, and I just feel like the church that was my home, that I grew up in, I have outgrown, and it no longer serves me in the way that I believe that it should. It no longer feeds my spirit, even though the words are good and the messages are nice. It's just, I feel like there's certain things that happen at that church that I just okay, so I had to turn the camera off because I missed my turn. So we're here now, and I'm kind of scared. I'm very scared, and I almost got hit on my way here. I should have got here early because all the parking spots are taken. And so yeah, this lady almost hit me even though she seen me coming. But I have to get myself together because we can't be like that on my way to church. I'm so nervous. I am very nervous. I have like, no, I am being delivered from anxiety. There you go. And so like being places by myself is very awkward for me. Being in new places is very awkward for me. Like, it's not safe. And so I prayed on my way here that God just makes it a good experience, and maybe this is somewhere I can keep coming to. So yeah, I'm so nervous. Okay, I'll keep you guys updated. Oh my goodness, God be with me. Oh, y'all pray for me. Okay. This is the church.
Hey, why don't you come on up? You volunteered for her. Come on up, come on up, come on up. Come up to this side. I'm gonna make you walk all the way around. Wow, nice shoes. Good.
Okay. Service is over. Service started at 11 and it ended at 12. They kind of went over a little bit. I would say like 12:10. But I come from a Baptist church, so that actually is crazy that, you know, it was literally only an hour. I have mixed feelings. I have very much mixed feelings. So, okay, going in there, at first I'm like, I don't even know where to enter at. Like, there was a person opening the door, but there were no, like, greeters, if that makes sense. Like, there was nobody, like, showing me where to go. No one asked me if I was new. You know, no one walked me to my seat. Like, I had to find somebody to find a seat. And it's like, okay, well, we'll just get a seat. It was so dark in there, y'all. Like, it was, like, pitch black dark. Like, I already need glasses. So you turn the lights off, it's a boo. I can't see anything. And so I'm just sitting there like, I don't know what to do. And so I finally sat down. And then even at the end of service, like, no one asked, like, is anyone new here? There was an altar call. And it was just like, oh, okay. So, like, that kind of, like, threw me off a little bit. But I will say I am going back. And the reason why I'm going back is because I feel like, I don't know, God was kind of like trying to like nudge me in, and he was kind of speaking to me. Because when we first started, the music was good. They had like very modern music. Like, it was giving very much, yeah. And my church at home gave very much, okay, so very different, very different. And it gives very much YouTube church. That's exactly what it gives. And like I said, like, coming from a church home where I'm Baptist, it's a big change. Because going from a Baptist church and they playing gospel music, and then going to a church like Cedar Creek where it's modern music, oh baby, I was like, God, what is this? What is... the call and response? Where is the ad libs? Ain't nobody hollering up in here. Like, it was like, why is it so dark? I just had all these, like, God, like, this is not the church. This is not the church. Like, I was convinced that this was not the church. Nah, it couldn't be. God, I don't know what you trying to do. Like, and I was just like, really like, nah, this ain't it. So I left, and then I did online church for a while, and then that just didn't feel right. And then God brought me back to Cedar Creek. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give it a chance. I went back. It was really, really good. It's crazy because when I first went to Cedar Creek, I felt that God was telling me that this is where I was supposed to be. And because it was so, God is so funny. Like, he orchestrates everything. The details, it's in the details. That first service, they had some testimony videos about how people found God at Cedar Creek, different ways that Cedar Creek has helped these people come closer to God and just really help them on their path and their walk with Christ and in their faith. And so I'm like, oh my goodness, like, it's crazy that I was literally talking to God about needing a church and needing a church home and finding a place where I belong. And then here I come. So ironic that the day that I come, the service I come on, we hear all these testimonies about how literally these people found exactly what I'm looking for. And so that right there was like tugging on my spirit. But then, like I said, like, it was just like the music. And I'm like, nah, no, I don't really know, God. Which is like a kind of, it's a stupid thing not to go, like, to not go to a church because you don't like the music, but at the same time, music is so important. The music ministry, and I know I'm talking a while, I just want to kind of give you guys the gist and the importance of of this baptism. Music ministry is so important because it prepares the spirit to hear the word of God, right? It's preparing people, getting people ready, getting their spirits open to accept whatever the pastor has to say in his sermon. So music ministries are very, very important, and that is a main focus that a church should be focusing on, is their music ministry. That's how you get people in. Okay, so I'm like, God, why would you have me at this church if I don't even like the music? Like, it's just not sitting with my spirit. I don't feel it feeding me. But then, after, doing these online churches, and I'm like, no, this isn't it. Like, I don't feel peace with this. It just feels forced. Like, I'm forcing myself to do this. It doesn't feel right. And so then I go to Cedar Creek again. And this time, the music, of course, it's still the same. It's still modern. But with me working at the job I work now, we play Christian music all day because it's a Christian business. And so we play Christian music in the lobby. And so I knew a lot of the songs that they were playing. And then I began to worship. And then I began to cry. And, like, I ain't one of those people who, when I worship, girl, I'm tears, bawling. It's everywhere. So I'm like, okay, God, I feel you. I feel you here at Cedar Creek. This is it, right? And so I started to do this growth track. I started to do the growth track program, and I went to that, and it was really good. And then I went to, some more services. I went to some more services, and then I got in touch with the pastor. And so everything was good. Like, like, it was starting to, I'm like, I can see myself here. And I knew that the next step was for me to get baptized. And so they baptize every first Sunday, first Sunday, but they have services Saturday and Sunday. So I'm getting baptized on Saturday. And so it's so amazing how God is doing this. Somebody's car is going off. It's just so amazing how God is doing this. And it's a church that I was like, nah, I'm good. And God was like, okay, I'll let you go and look for something else. See if you can, oh, this is a word. See if you can find better for yourself. I'm going to let you go off and look because you think you know something. You think you know something. I bring you to, you ask me. I asked him. I said, God, bring me to a church that is my home. That's going to be my home that I can see myself in. So he's like, you ask me to bring you to a church. I bring you to a church and you tell me no? Okay. All right, love. I'm going to let you figure it out and see if you can find something better than what I bring you. And I could, and that's to say that the churches that I had went to after were bad churches. It was just like, it didn't sit right in my spirit. So I am getting baptized. I'm so excited. My family couldn't make it, but it is what it is. My friends are coming. It's gonna be really nice. I don't know what we're gonna do afterwards, but then tomorrow with one of my friends who are coming, I'm going to go with her and her dad and her mom to the Maverick City concert with Kirk Franklin in Chicago. And I'm so excited. I can't wait. I'm gonna leave from church tomorrow because I have growth track in the morning. So after growth track, I'm gonna go meet her where she's from, and then she's from Detroit and I'm in Toledo now. So I'm gonna go to her, and then we're going to go to Chicago, probably walk around Chicago, get something to eat before the concert starts, and then go to the concert, and we're gonna come back Monday evening. So it's gonna be a good weekend. I'm gonna document everything for you. And I know, you guys, I know this intro was kind of long. I want to kind of tell you, what was going on and give updates and significance of this video and what is happening in this weekend. I'm not very good at stopping and recording, and so that's why I was like, okay, I have to have an intro and speak to you guys because I might forget to speak to you. But I'm going to be documenting everything, and I'm so excited. I can't wait for this baptism. It's a long time coming. I'm so thankful. I can't believe it. It's finally happening, and I'm just ready to just show the world that I'm giving myself to Jesus. But yeah, so that's the plan for this weekend. Okay, so I'm just packing some clothes. I'm going to wear this white dress for my baptism. I think I'm gonna just wear it to church. It's kind of wrinkled, but I'm like, it's gonna get wet anyway, so it's whatever. So I think I'm just gonna wear it to church, and then wear some shorts under it, just so, like, I don't know, I've never gotten this wet before while I had it on, so I don't want it to show my underwear or anything like that. So I'm just gonna wear these shorts under it. And then I'm gonna pack this dress. I love dresses. I don't know what it is about a long dress. I love them. I don't know, I just feel so like beautiful in flowy dresses. I don't know what it is. Anyways, so I'm gonna pack this dress with an extra pair of underwear, and then I'm also gonna bring some leggings just in case. So me and my friends went to the mall. I really didn't record a lot. I kind of forget to like bring out my phone. I gotta get this vlogging stuff down, but I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. Okay, we're gonna get there. So I'm at the mall. We just got done. We had got something to eat. So I am back home. Service was really, really beautiful. Afterwards, I didn't get a chance to record it, but because I was just so in the moment. But afterwards, we had a cross. There were like different sections around the church. There was one section and it was communion. And so me and my friends did communion together and it was so nice. And then from communion, I had went to the cross. And so it was basically where you wrote down whatever, you know, was troubling you or whatever you were going through or whatever, whoever you needed to pray over or what you needed to pray over, whatever the case would be. And you write it down and you hang it up on the cross. And so I went to the cross and I, you know, wrote down some stuff and then I put it there. So that was really nice. Reading this baptism Bible study that I got. I also got a certificate and I put a picture up of what my friend took me. She gave me flowers and then wrote this really nice card. It was just so sweet. But the picture is ugly because I just got out the water and I was looking crazy. But yes, it just was so beautiful and nice, and I can't wait to go back tomorrow. And everyone's like, how do you feel? And I'm like, I feel good. Like, I feel really, really good. I think that when I think about like, okay, I'm a new person now, like I'm completely, like, all my sins are wiped away, I'm washed, rebirth, and it's just like, for some reason I haven't really grasped that. Like, I know what the scripture says, and I know how important baptism is. Like I said, I've been praying about it for a long time. I've been looking into it and the significance, and I know the significance, and I know what the word says. But it's like, after you do it, I don't know if anyone else went through this, but after I did it, it was like, okay, I just did this. Like, this is it. And like completely renewed, wiped clean. And it's like, God, am I really? Like, is this really like it? Am I really renewed? Am I really wiped clean? Like, you really did this? It's kind of the same feeling I had after I graduated. Like, I feel like whenever something big happens in my life, I'm like, okay, this is real. Okay, like, it takes me time to adjust. After I graduated, it was like, am I really graduated? Like, is someone gonna come and take my degree from me? Is this real? Like, is this really happening? Am I really a college graduate? Like, whoa. Or even when I got to college, it was like, I'm really in college. Okay, we're doing this. This is really happening. So I don't know. That's just something that I go through. I don't know if you guys experience that as well with different things that happen in your life, but I am definitely like that. So I'm just kind of taking it all in. But I will catch you guys in the morning when I go to grocery check.
In a quarter mile, keep left at the fork to continue toward.
Okay, so right now we are in Crackle Barrel. It's a coarse ground grits. My food was good. Lauren, was your food good? My skin be giving. Vlogging a lot. I need a retwist. Oh, it's gonna hurt. It be hurting because I don't like touch my hair ever. Only when I retwist it, and so like it's just like kind of like pulling on the new growth. It hurts. Not like terrible. Kind of like when you get your hair braided. And I'm really tender-headed, so like uncomfortable, I guess. Thank you.
You do. It's just because it's busy. She's like, shut up, I want to wipe it up.
No, you can tell like she was just like not. She wasn't feeling it. She looked like she was gonna cry for a second.
Yeah, me too. I'm like, please don't.
I felt bad. Like, girl, my food good. I'm straight. Your mom was not going for it. She said, I hate it here. Like, girl, little do you know I got applications other places. That's what people be doing, like, they got one more time. All I need is a call back. I'm out of here. Yeah. She went after you.
Yeah, to where it's up where they just wasn't calling me. I was like,
You said what?
only here because
No.
I call you back.
That last check.
It's because they don't like.
Don't even get me started, man. You gonna get me started, I'm gonna start ranting, and then you gonna be looking at me like I'm crazy. You don't know. It's like
Somebody running late.
it's not even running late. It's just that I don't value our time. And then once you get overtime, which I always do, they give you like a week off. It's like, you know, a week off isn't for everybody. Even though I'm like struggling, but it's like I was supposed to pick my grandma up. So it's upsetting.
That reminds you guys have life outside here. Hope your day gets better.
It is. I'm gonna blow this popsicle stand. I'm letting everybody down.
Oh, man. It be like that, though. It was like that when I worked at Panera, and they didn't care at all. Look at these. I need to set my earring game up. Like, I love real unique earrings. It's giving I'm rich auntie, which I think I'm gonna end up being. It's giving rich auntie. On a beach vacation, I ain't got no kids. I'm drinking wine on the beach. I ain't watching nobody. Chicago experience. It's been good. Yeah. Hey y'all, so I am finally home, and I almost forgot to vlog when I got here because I'm ready to get in the shower. Literally as soon as I pulled up, let me sit y'all down. As soon as I pulled up, it started pouring rain. So my pillow got wet, everything got wet. I'm just like, yo, of course. But it's Jesus, it's God. Rain is always a symbolism of God and refreshing and yeah. So I'm gonna get in the shower. I have work in the morning. I work 10 to 7 tomorrow, And I also have an appointment for a counselor. It's my first time meeting her. And that's at 10:30, so I'm gonna just do that while I'm at work. 1 out of 10. Chicago was, give it an 8, a solid 8 for sure. I give it a solid 8. The only reason why it's an 8, first of all, Maverick City, Kirk Franklin, they did that, okay? They did it. They did that. Y'all, when I say it gave what it was supposed to give, okay? Left no crumbs. I mean, they went out. Like, if Kirk Franklin could let the concert go on longer, I'm positive he would have. Like, he was hyped. Left no freaking crumbs. 0. Like, you couldn't even tell, like, that was the last concert. Like, they didn't seem like they was out of energy or anything. But that's what happens when you are worshiping the Lord. Like, you can tell they are on stage worshiping. Like, this is what they're called to do. Like, this is not performing. They're not performing, right? They're not just performing. They're not just, musicians and singers. They're worshiping. It makes so much more of the difference. So that was 100 out of 10. Like, it was just so good. Girl, I was crying. Oh my gosh. I cried on Gyra. I cried on Take Me to the King. More Than Anything, because More Than Anything is my worship song. Like, that's my anthem. More than any. I love you, Jesus. Yes, that's my song. As soon as they started with that, I said, "Oh, Jesus." Okay. We all got that song. Like, when they play, you be like, "Oh, God." So that was cool. And then when we got done with the concert, we went straight to the hotel, and we had to switch rooms because baby, it was not it. Like, I didn't really look at the beds or anything. So, like, my friend's mom, she got us a suite because she just thought that it would, it would be, like, good for us. It would be better. And so when you walk in, there were 2 bathrooms, and then there was, like, couches and stuff, like a little living room area. And as soon as I walked in, I seen it. And it's crazy because her husband, my friend's stepdad, had called her mom while we were in the car. That's a whole nother thing, though. That's a whole nother thing. We tried to get food after the concert. Literally nothing was open. Nothing. Like, we were going to go to Taco Bell. It said that they were open till 12. It was like 10:30 by the time that the concert was over. And we had, like, got to an area where there was food. It was closed. We looking everywhere. Everything was closed. The only thing open was McDonald's. And the line, crazy. That line was crazy. We was in that line for so long. And so we like, okay. Like, so this is the first thing, Chicago. Like, what do y'all eat after 10 o'clock? Do y'all starve? Like, somebody, if you're from Chicago, or if you've been, to Chicago, Chicago, what do y'all eat after 10 o'clock? Like, what do y'all be eating? Do y'all be starving? Y'all just eat McDonald's after 10? Like, what's going on? So, that was a thing. So, we got our food, and then when we got in the hotel, like I said, like, it was not giving. Like, it was not clean. And so her husband called and while we were getting our food, and he's like, I think we gonna I'm ready to go home, basically. Like, I'm ready to go home. Like, I'm about to get in the car and drive home and sleep in my own bed. And she like, what's up? Like, what do you mean? He was just like, it's not it. Like, it's dirty in here. Like, basically, like, it's dirty. Like, I'm not feeling it. And they had sprayed some Lysol down and everything. So I'm like, like, there'd be some hotels that, kind of give you that, like, dirty vibe. Like, somebody been in here. And he was like, it's a smell in here, all this other stuff. So as soon as I walked in, I could tell that somebody has been smoking. Like, it smelled. But the couches, they had like stains on them. It was like black stains. I didn't even record because I was just like, I wasn't even trying to sit down. Like, that's how bad. But I'm one of those people who are like very like, I'm not bougie by any means, but I'm like very like weird when it comes to like everything. Like, I hate taking showers at other people's places, other people's houses. I hate brushing my teeth in other people's sinks. I will not step foot on nobody's floor if it look dirty. I'm not about to be barefoot on nobody's floor. Like, even at water parks, like, I'm the type, I do not like my feet touching the floor of the water park. Like, I've always been like that. Like, my mom had to give me swimmer shoes when I was little, when we went to Kalahari, because like I cannot. Like, it's so nasty to me. I don't know what's wrong with me, y'all. Like, I'm very like, So I was like, I'm not really trying to sit down. And so they went into the bedroom and they looking in the bedroom and stuff. And I was just like so grossed out. Like, I didn't even go in the bedroom. And so I'm just like sitting there like, like trying not to touch the chair, just having my booty touch the chair, not trying to touch nothing. And then I had my pillow with me. I didn't even want to lay and I'm really like, my pillow, my blanket, I can't have it touch nothing nasty. And so I'm like, I'm not even finna set this pillow and this blanket on this. No, because I gotta put my face on this pillow. So I sat on the table. My friend was laughing at me. She was like, I get you. I'm like, yeah, no. And then when I picked it up off the table, I wiped it off. Like, I don't play that. No. Like, I bring my own rag and towel, like, wherever I go. I'm like that. I'm like that. So anyways, we end up moving to a different room. The room was better, way better. But they didn't have couches or anything. They just had beds. But like, it was clean. The sheets was clean. It was way cleaner than the first one. And so that was the second thing. Chicago. That was the second thing. So that brought y'all to a 9. You know, I was like, it's whatever. Like, it ain't that deep, right? That brought it to a 9. What brought it to an 8 was our Cracker Barrel experience. That's what brought it to an 8. Actually, it wasn't terrible. I'm gonna give it the weekend a 9.5. Cracker Barrel put it down to a 0.5. That's what happened. Okay, so we get to Cracker Barrel, and it's like a 15-minute wait, but it's cool because like we're looking around. But what I didn't like is they sat us in a corner, like decked off. Like, it was tables and chairs all the way over here, and we in a corner right here. Like, I didn't like that. Like, servers were coming in and out. It probably was like where the cooks and stuff were, where the kitchen was, because like they were coming in and out this door that was like right there. So I'm like, okay, I didn't really like where we were sitting at, but I'm like, whatever, it's not that serious. So then we're sitting for like an hour, maybe like 45-50 minutes for real. We sitting there waiting on our food, right? It took forever. They were super, super understaffed, right? And then we got our food. My food was good, okay? Because I'm finna tear it up. I got leftovers. I'm finna tear the rest of it up. Y'all seen it. It was a hash brown scrambler with some biscuit beignets. Psh. And I wish they had powdered sugar on them, but they did. They put brown sugar on them. Brown sugar, no. Powdered sugar. So I'm gonna have to make my own and put some powdered sugar on it. But anyways, my food was good. But everybody else, oh no, they wasn't going. My friend, she asked for double bacon and they didn't give her double bacon, which like she was like, it's not that serious, but like, dang, I would love some extra bacon. I asked for it, and then her mom, her eggs weren't ready. Like they weren't cooked right, and when she asked for them to be cooked, like they took forever with that. And then her mom's husband, her stepdad, he didn't even get his eggs And so he waited like 20 minutes for his food after we had already got our food. So mind you, we had already waited like 45 minutes for our food. And then his eggs didn't come out till like 10-20 minutes after we got the food. So they was like upset about that. So then we ended up getting a manager, and she took care of our whole bill. Ain't nothing but Jesus. Ain't nothing but God. That's when you walking around, when you with people who are anointed. Okay. So they took care of our meal, and they gave them a platinum card too. So they can go to Cracker Barrel and get their next meal free. So that's a good thing. But what y'all saw in a clip is I was recording, and one of our server had came to us, and she's like, I hate this place, to my friend. And my friend was like, why? Is it, because it's underserved and there's not a lot of people working? And she's like, no. And then she walked away. So she came back and she like started talking to us. She's just like, they don't really value our time and they're not very good. And I'm over here 30 minutes past the time I'm supposed to leave. I'm supposed to pick my grandma up, and I can't even pick her up because I'm still here. Like, just all this stuff. And she was just like really upset. And I was like, wow. And I felt called to pray for her. But I was just like, is God really asking me to pray for her? Like, she didn't ask for me to pray for her. Is this necessary? And, like, I just had that moment, and I felt bad afterwards, and I should have went back. But I know I need to pray for her tonight, like, because the way she was talking, like, you could just tell, like, she was defeated. Like, this job is, like, not doing what it's supposed to do for her. So I'm like, yeah, I got to pray over her. And then after that, like, the whole vibe was off, and we ended up just going home after that. Like, full stomach and everything, just went home. So, yeah, Chicago, you get a 9.5. And the only reason why your score is so high, baby, is because Maverick City and Kirk Franklin showed out. Tamala Mann and Jonathan McReynolds. They gave. If it wasn't for them, you will be done. No. But I do need to go back to Chicago one of these weekends. Maybe with some friends or whatever. Stay the whole weekend and just do all type of stuff. Just wanted to update you guys on what's going on and how everything is and how the trip went. Finna take a shower and go to sleep. Good night. Bye.